check this out. It's very simple. Now, first thing we're going to do is move our cleaning supply. Put this on top of our monitor right here so we can keep it for safekeeping. Just put this stuff to the side here. And try to do everything in one hand and operate the camera at the same time. It's going to be quite a challenge. After that, see, when you're working on a DVD player, you want to be patient. Japanese people are really very smart, you know, and they figure that most of us Americans are very impatient. And with that in mind, they make DVD players that are extremely hard to take apart and put back together the correct way. Because if you're not patient when you put a DVD player back together, you will not get it back together correctly, or you will not get it back together at all. You know, you just have to be patient because you have to keep that in mind. They build these things so that when you take it apart, it's difficult to get back together, or it's really difficult to get apart in the first place. So take note and watch me. I will show you how to do it. This is quite simple. And most DVDs are similar to this one, so if yours isn't exactly like this one, you can take note and just kind of feel your way when you get inside of yours and just take note from what you've seen here. And you can figure out how to do what you got to do. You just got to have patience. I'll show you. This is how you do it. Watch this. Okay. We first of all, we're going to rotate our screws. Now, this is a simple DVD player with no tuner involved. There's absolutely no tuner. What that means is all you have for outputs are these. That's not really relevant to our cleaning process. I just want to make that note because there are some DVD players out there that are being sold now pretty cheap that do not have any type of tuner in it. You just basically have your outputs like this, digital output, and your line out S-video, and your component video output. No input whatsoever for anything. No. Usually they would have it right here for maybe video or your cable input for here and here, or output here and the video input here for the cable or antenna system on most DVD players, but this one does not have one at all. So what we're going to do is locate our screws. Here's our first screw, here's our second screw right here, and here's a third screw right here, all Phillips head screws. You're usually going to have 3 screws on the back that you're going to have to contend with. The side one, the top one which holds the top cover on, and the other side one. You do not have to worry about this screw right here because this one pretty much keeps the back stabilized. And the back of it on this particular model is not going to come off because they have it riveted. What that means is right here and over here, it's machine pressed. So that will not come apart no matter what you do, unless you pry it apart with a flathead screwdriver. And there's really no point in doing that. It's part of the make process, so don't even worry about taking it off. You won't have to. There are no screws in the bottom which to contend with to get inside of it. The only thing you have to consider and work with are these little plastic clips which are on the bottom side. You can basically take your fingernail and pry them up like this, one here and one here. And you also have on this particular model, and it may be the same on your DVD player, I'll show you in a minute, there are plastic clips behind, one behind here as well, and on the opposite side. So we have a Phillips head here, screw, and one on the opposite side. So that makes a total of 5 screws altogether. So we're going to reach for a skinny Phillips head screwdriver, and we're going to go ahead and work this thing off. Take this off, take your time unscrewing it, because you don't want to fumble around and drop the DVD player, which is the boards. There's a possibility to crack the board on the inside to the point where it's like a hairline fracture. You might not see where the fracture is thing that you'll know is it just doesn't work anymore. So you want to be careful with that. So take your other screw out. Oh, and I want to show you the purpose of having a pin also, because we're going to label where these screws go. Now, a lot of times you figure and remember where they go, but say, for instance, if you get called away at what you're doing, and you have to come back the next day or so, or next week, you will forget where these screws go. Trust me. Even I forget. I've been doing this kind of stuff since, like 80-something, 86, 85, messing with electronics. So it's easy to forget what goes where. The best thing to do is like to have like these plastic bags in which to put the screws in. And it's pretty good to just separate what goes where. And the purpose of the pin would be like if I